Hello anybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. In the last episode, we got the Beanstar back, we got Princess Peach back, we made fools of Cackletta and Fawful, and then we fought Popple for the final time. And in this episode, we're actually going to head back to Bean Castletown and get our rewards for finishing the game. But before we do that, there's one more enemy I just want to show off since we're in Teehee Valley that I failed to show off, that I neglected to show, who became available once you go to Teehee Valley. Or not Teehee Valley, to Little Fungi Town. This is an Anubu. Anubu. They are pretty simplistic enemies. There's not a lot to them. By this point in the game, they're really weak. Well, they do have high defense, so there's that. And we got Anubu genes out of that, so that's kind of silly. Now it's Luigi's turn. It only does about 18 damage. So basically what they do is they will teleport in front of you, shapeshift into the shape of one of the brothers, and basically your height is your reference for that, and then they'll shoot a laser at you. And as you can see, we stole some Anubu genes, and those are probably severely outdated. Let me just give it a look, see. Well, they give them the first strike, but... Huh. We're probably going to take those off later after we get back to town, but it's kind of funny that I haven't changed Luigi's armor in so long and he could kind of use it. Oh well, it's kind of a non-issue. In any case, now that we're done with Teehee Valley, all we have to do is head all the way back to Bean Castletown, where surely we will be happy. This is not the way to Bean Castletown. This way is, and we're very close, so I'm not going to cut going back there because the door will be right down there. Actually, if you can fight Anubu early when it becomes available, do it. Oh, what the hell is this?
The skies are raining destruction. It's the end of everything. The town will be destroyed. We all gotta take refuge. You should too.
Oh, man. And now the town has gone to crap. Oh god, this is bad. Well, kind of flashback to the earlier parts of the game, huh? Wow. There's a big block over there, so you can't actually teleport into Bean Castletown if you try with pipes. Not yet, anyway. Oh, geez, we gotta go figure out what's going on.
Oh, Mario Brothers! This is our most desperate hour! The end of the Bean Kingdom may be at hand!
Bowser's castle has unleashed an assault on the Bean Kingdom from the skies overhead.
This is Bowletta's doing! We're utterly defenseless against an attack from the sky!
We have safely evacuated Princess Peach and the others to Little Fungi Town. At least Princess Peach is safe. That's something. But if we don't do something about Bowser's castle, our poor kingdom may not survive. Eh? What's that now? You know something about Bowser's castle? You say you know how to get from Bowser's room to the bathroom? What an odd thing to say. Oh, I get it. You're saying that you Mario Brothers know Bowser's castle like the backs of your hands. I, for one, feel very reassured knowing the Mario Brothers are going up to that horrible castle. No, this is our kingdom's problem. We cannot impose upon them any more than we have. While that certainly may be true. Farewell! Oh, Prince Peasley, whatever are you doing? You mustn't go to Bowser's castle all alone.
Your Highness, can we not think of a countermeasure ourselves?
Of course, let us do just that. Cowering here will get us nothing. So what kind of countermeasure do they think of anyway? By the way, what do you have to say now? When we were attacked from the sky, I thought we were done for.
Why did this happen?
Yeah, you're the guy who hoped that the town wouldn't be attacked again. Well, you jinxed it. So if you come up here and talk to these guys, actually, well, Queen Bean, she's like, if you plan to invade Bowser's castle, then you are brave indeed. But no word of a countermeasure. Actually, if you speak to Lady Lima, though,
This is just a thought, but isn't there someone who can fly anywhere in our kingdom? If I were younger, I would cling to his legs and chase after the prince myself. Ah, but just sitting here talking about it won't make it happen.
So that's kind of your hint right there on where we need to go. And if you haven't figured it out, then I won't spoil it, but that's basically our goal. And before we head up there, we have to do some prep work before we head up onto Bowser's Castle, where if we look at the menu and the map, where the corner was once folded over in the map, we have Bowser's Castle hovering in the sky. So that will be our final destination. If we come over this way, and in the house, happy music. That's inappropriate. So, I should have mentioned this a few episodes ago in Joke's End, but there are a couple side quests, namely the little Beanlit search quest and the Bean Gem quest. You have to do those before you finish Joke's End, because Bean Castletown is going to stay like this for the rest of the game, and it's really actually quite sad, and I don't like it. I think it's unnecessary and kind of dumb, but that the rest of the town stays like this for the rest of the game. It's kind of ugly, and the music is pretty grating. I'm gonna buy the same pair of jeans for both Mario and Luigi because the casual slacks are just great all around, and there's no reason why you have to wear anything else unless for, like, basically the status effects or the special effects you might find. And with the badges, on the other hand, I like to go with the general badge because it's better than the tank badge, I feel, because of the healing, and then also it has a good BP boost. So I'm going to put the general badge on both Mario and Luigi. Luigi just needs the attack power boost because Soulful Brothers badge is great in that you don't have to use your syrups as much, but it's not really a big deal. I mean, it's nice that you don't really ever have to recharge for BP attacks, but at the same time, it's nice to just have a lot of decent attack power, and Luigi has been slacking. Happy music, inappropriate. And now that we're here, we are going with all of our Hoo Beans. We're gonna make a ton of coffee, and our final coffee, basically, that would be the Hoo Hoo blend. We can nearly make two. You can also get more, as a reminder, you can get more of this stuff from the minigame, the surfing minigame out on Oho Ocean.
Ho ho, so you finally completed the last bean juice concoction missing from our menu.
This'll be my final tasting.
Pardon my hastiness, but may I have the first sampling? Ooh, since I know this is the last new flavor I will taste, I must say it's the finest yet.
Oh, stop exaggerating.
Thanks for that sampling. Here's a little something I invented in my spare time. Maybe it'll aid you.
You got the Game Boy Horror SP.
Since I've now sampled all the drinks that there are to sample, I'll most likely no longer be making any appearances here. But as the owner, I feel I must leave this here in my shop. If you ever have any hardships or any sad days, then you can gaze upon this picture and think of me. There, don't you think it brings a little respect to the shop and makes it slightly less kiddie?
I think it stinks. And that's the end of that cutscene. Alright, we're gonna just make a bunch of coffee. And that was the last coffee we could make. We could only really make Chuckle Blend coffees. So yeah, that's basically the last appearance of EGAD. And we're going to use our coffees. The Hoo Hoo blend puts up your BP by 4. We're going to put that on Mario because he just has generally lower BP. And now we have the speed boost. Excuse me, I nearly... Ugh. I felt sick for a moment there. I put that on to Luigi because his speed is pretty abysmal. Although maybe I should have given it to Mario. It's no big deal. Now the other item that we got is the Game Boy Horror SP, which is an amazing item because it means enemies always drop their rarest items. And I am actually going to put that on Luigi, I think, because the Cobalt Necktie is still a bit useful in that it influences lucky hits, so we can still use it for that. So let's check out the shop over there. I'll tell you if there's anything. Oh wait, they destroy the bridge, so now if you want to go to the other side of town, you have to take the long way. That's a little obnoxious. I bought a couple max nuts and a couple mushrooms, max mushrooms, since I could afford it, but the only real new item that's worth mentioning in the shop right now is 1-Up Supers, now that you can just outright buy them. So now that we've finished in Castletown, there's still a bit more business that we want to do before we head on up. While I'm heading over to Little Fungi Town, I will say that the Game Boy Horror SP is obviously based on the Game Boy Horror from Luigi's Mansion, which was how EGAD stayed in touch with you for the duration of that game, and that's pretty great. It also drops the rarest item in the game, and this is where EGAD was actually supposed to appear. However, I think that you were once able to get it earlier, and look who's here! I'm gonna do that take again.
Rookie, put a little more oomph into it, will ya? Polish things up.
Hi! Hi! And that is the last we will see of Popple. Just in case you were wondering what happened to him, he's kinda got it rough. Now, they said they moved Princess Peach into the embassy, and they're true. For once, Peach is actually in safety in the endgame.
I wonder what's happening at Bean Bean Castle now. I do hope Lady Lima is safe. Master Mario, Master Luigi, you must do something about Bowser's castle quickly.
Ah, Mario, Luigi, please help the people of the Bean Bean Kingdom. You must.
I said the line after I closed the window, but I don't care. I just felt it was worth showing this little part off, because they kind of concentrate some, they tie up a couple loose ends in where characters are waiting and sitting for you, and there's some nice little bits of dialogue there. Now that other things, the real reason I wanted to come to Little Fungi Town is to show off the shops, because they also have new stuff. And I'll just show that off real quickly, although I don't think I'm gonna buy anything from here. Like, Scandal Jeans. These let you move before Mario. That's actually pretty great. I am gonna put that on Luigi. Sorry about the casual slacks. That was a waste. That makes your luck equal your mushroom count. I'm not gonna buy that. However, I am gonna look at the badges, and they're just they're just novelty badges. They're not really worth it. So now that we've taken care of that, and we're almost... Well, actually, we haven't taken care of that because there's a shop. I'm never going to leave! Basically, all they sell also is 1-Up Supers. So now that we're done with all of that, with Little Fungi Town and stuff, we're not heading up yet. In fact, there is still one more thing that I want to show off before we go that way, and I will teleport into the general vicinity where we are supposed to go. I'm basically trying also to remember and trying not to leave out any side quests, but want to go to Castle Area South. And we want to go back to Harhal's studio, because there's just something I want to show off there. As a reminder, you have to head east from Bean Bean Airport and then south to get over here to Harhal's studio. And that's not too far of a trek, although actually it kind of is how long on this path you have to go. There's nothing in there now, but if you come talk to Harhal... Oh, what great timing! As soon as I started selling my Splot clothing designs, I immediately sold out and started getting orders for more. If you guys have time, I'd like you to make more clothes for me. If you make a lot of clothes, I'll make it worth your while. But this time, I want you guys to make your own designs. The clothes you design will be recorded right here. Once you fill all these spaces, I'll give you something incredible. Good luck! I'm gonna do this off screen. I'll see you when I'm done. Not bad at all. So for every one you do, it gets added to your list. And then he's like, this is your salary. You get basically a woo bean for each one. So I'll see you at the end. And with that, we come to making the final shirt. And what other color to make this shirt than putrid brown with a star? I think that was the last color I needed to make anyway. Yep. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, no. So that completes all 32 shirts. No, wait, all 28 shirts. Oh, fabulous! You filled every single space. Congratulations! 28 woo beans isn't bad. With all of these clothes, I can open my own shop. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please accept this. You got Harhal's pants. You put those back on, sir. I'm going to be so busy getting ready to open my store. I don't think I'll be back here for a while. So, take care. And that is the last we will ever see of Harl. Oh my god, 28 things of clothes. It's not actually that bad. As far as RPG side quests go, it's not the most tedious. And what you get out of it, Harhal's pants. Wow! Crap defense, tons of HP, but also then random gravity. Anyway, with those woo beans, I will teleport back to, Bean Bean Castletown. Whoa! And now that I'm back here, I'm going to teleport those beans into coffee. Whoa! And now that we've made coffee out of those, and I'm going to give Hulumbian 4 power, I'm going to give that to Luigi so he's caught up, and then a random stat boost to Mario, and up his defense to something actually fairly decent. So now that we've taken care of all of that, and we've taken care of all of the filler stuff, I'm sorry that this is basically a filler episode, aside from Bean Bean Castletown being destroyed. Now that we've taken care of that, we are going to Castle Area North, and we are going to start heading back up Hoo Hoo Mountain, taking a path that we could not take earlier before. Although we could take it, this is like the most poignant moment in the game to take it, or at least the most effective time in the game to take this path, avoiding these Sharpies and enemies that you fought at the beginning of the game that you could just look at and they'd fall over dead. I mean, they were already pretty easy to begin with, don't get me wrong, but now that we're here, first things first, we want to break these blocks. This opens up the path to, what's the name of the place? Not Guarhar Ruins. Oh god, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of it. But if you want to go into the ruins, oh my god, I'm going to put the name up. If you want to go into the ruins, you basically, I don't know why I'm getting this bean, because I'm not going to do anything with it. Congratulations, excellent work making it all the way here. Let me commemorate the moment with this. Take it, please. And we got a max nut. But yeah, that basically takes us past the ruins. Guarhuck, Guarchuckle, Guargangu, Glue. I'm going to put it up. That's where those stairs go, but you can't go back into those ruins because Gafaha Ruins is what they're called. That was a mouthful, and now I finally have the name. So, actually, an easier way to get where we want to go would be to take the number 1 warp pipe, which is in Stardust Fields, because that gets us up Hoo Hoo Mountain easier. But this takes us on a path that we otherwise wouldn't see. So, and we just get a normal nut. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. So we're going to go this way because I think it is worth exploring and just clearing out these areas. Not that coins are going to be any more use, but you know, it's a Mario game. You have to collect all the coins you can. Otherwise, what are you, stupid? Well, not stupid. I'm sorry, that was offensive. But you know what I mean. Although, I will admit in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, there's a lot of blocks that are just easier to skip over. And actually, on second thought, I will put Harhal's pants on Mario because why not? It could be fun. It could be silly. And random gravity is silly. Okay, we've gotten the coins in here, and that clears out that. And this path, these blocks, you may remember me as making fun of the original Hammerwith, because now that we've taken up this path, this quite efficient path, we come all the way back to Hoo Hoo Village. And now we nearly got to the person we want to go. Who can fly in the Bean Bean Kingdom but Blobonodon? Incidentally, if you left Castle Bean Bean without talking to Lady Lima, she would have popped out and basically said the same line, just to remind you so you don't get lost. I wonder if there's someone who can fly. Well, it's this guy. If I can talk to him.
What? Bowser's castle is attacking the Bean Bean Kingdom? And Prince Paisley is in there? Ah! This is no small matter. No, not small. Not small at all. Okay, grab onto me. We're going to Bowser's castle. Are you ready?
Yes. This is the opening of the final dungeon in the game. Bowser's Castle. And like all things Mario, it all comes back to Bowser.
I'll be waiting here for you. If you want to leave this castle, just talk to me.
So yeah, he is basically your way in and your way out of this final dungeon of Bowser's Castle, where there are still chuckle beans if you want to leave here and make more coffee. That's kind of silly, actually. Crossing this bridge, we see the big red doors of Bowser fame, but we will not enter them this episode, for we have done everything we can in the Bean Bean Kingdom that I can think of and that we will do, because in the next episode, we start Bowser's Castle and the end of this LP. I hope to see somebody then. Hit the save block.